Live from Gahanna, WGLH-TV presents Lincoln Live. Delina Homvili and Katrina Markle. Lincoln Live starts now.
Good morning, Lincoln. I'm Katrina Markle.
And I'm Delina Homvili. Hey, Katrina, can you believe you only have 2 months left of high school?
It's definitely so surreal. Definitely went by really fast. Speaking of which, since it's our senior year, that also means we could finally participate in fun senior activities together.
Yes, and a big event that many seniors look forward to is a senior sunrise.
Student Council hosts the event, and they need the seniors' help.
We talked to Student Council Vice President Lauren Thomas for more details.
Here she is.
Senior Sunrise is our annual event that we put on for seniors. It's going to be a morning in April that all seniors can come onto the football field, watch the sunrise, take pictures, and hang out before graduation comes up in May. So we have out an interest form for all seniors on the Class of 2024 classroom that just basically has a yes or no question if you'd be interested, and then any other end of school ideas that you'd be willing to give Student Council so we could maybe do those. So that form closes on Friday, so we would love for everyone to fill that out if possible.
Thanks, Lauren. Easter's coming up, and it is time to make sure that children are able to have a very special holiday. Wylead is hosting their 3rd annual Easter Drive in order to give baskets to children in Columbus. This drive is open to all students and is an opportunity for students to gain volunteer hours by participating. All National Honor Society students can bring in 4 items for an hour of service. We spoke with Wylead advisor, Ms. Davis, for more information.
We have been donating fully assembled Easter baskets to Three Rivers Church in Gahanna. We have an assembly session where we put the Easter baskets together. You can bring the grass, you can bring candy, fully assembled Easter baskets, toys, or even plastic eggs. You can actually count this towards your government community service, so that doubly helps you and the community. So tell your family, tell your friends, and bring as much as we can so we can have an even bigger 3rd year.
Thanks, Ms. Davis. Amnesty International is working on some projects before the end of the school year. At their meeting today, they discussed plans for a communal garden at Gahanna Middle School East and a mock election held here at Gahanna Lincoln High School. New members are encouraged to come and help out and get immersed in the club. While the club focuses on human rights and on an educational lens, they aim to also help individuals becoming active in their local community.
Yesterday after school, women who work at the Google Data Center in New Albany came to speak to S Club about their careers in technology. These talented women shared their experiences in their fields and how they achieved their goals of working at Google. They also shared some struggles they have while working as women in STEM. We spoke to Audrey Kuhl for more information. Here she is.
So today we had women from Google come to speak with us about how working in a male-dominated industry is for them and all the different paths there is to take to the jobs they have. And I just found it really impactful because yes, Google is a tech company, but it's also eye-opening for me to see how many women truly work in those positions and how what they do and how they got there.
Thanks, Audrey. Microbiology students are taking the halls. Yesterday, they displayed their posters throughout the hallway in order to educate students about algae. 2 students chose forensic botany, which relates to solving crimes by using algae. We spoke with a couple of students to explain their topic and how they feel.
Our specific example for the algae thing is there was this girl walking home and a guy attacked her, unfortunately, and killed her in a lake in Florida. And how algae relates to that is they were able to identify the perp using algae on his clothes to match the algae in the girl's body and in the lake to identify that he was the killer.
It's really fun to me because that's something I want to study in college, and I'm excited to learn more about how algae can be applied in our everyday lives.
Thanks. Attention International Thespian Society. It is your president speaking. Miscast audition, rehearsal, and performance will be taking place next week. Miscast is where you can perform songs or scenes in roles that you usually would not be cast as. All of that information is on Google Classroom, so if you're in ITS, make sure to read everything posted there. Make sure to get acts together ASAP in time for Monday's audition. That includes emailing your music or sound effects to Veronica Ball and filling out the Google form and audition sheet. Miscast is a fundraising performance for Grin that is only open for ITS members, and it is an opportunity that cannot be missed. Here's ITS Secretary Wesley Giles with more information.
Hey everyone, Miscast is going to happen next week. Monday is going to be our rehearsal, which will take place after school or after something run rehearsal, depending on your availability. Friday we'll have a rehearsal at 5:30 after Something Rotten. And then Saturday at 7 is going to be your show. This is only for members of ITS, but anyone can come and support on Saturday. You just have to bring a canned food to donate.
Thanks, Wesley.
Make sure to be on the lookout for the ITS Officer Acts during Miss Gas.
Hey, Zelina, I think we have someone else in the studio with us today.
Oh yeah, it's our very own Paige Laverty. Hey Paige, what do you have for us today?
Well, our girls lacrosse team recently faced off against Granville. It was a close game, and the Lions managed to secure the win with a final score of 11-7. Heavily contributing to the score was captain Addie Haynes with a total of 8 goals. The defense and goalie Caitlin Hedrick locked it down, taking away several Granville scoring opportunities. We spoke to Addie Haynes and Kate Hedrick after the game.
Our defense really locked in. We played great as a team. We had a lot of stuck together as one team and made the other team frustrated.
We had a really good game. Had a lot. This is our second game. We've won both of them, and I think it's owed a lot to our new coaching staff. It's really nice and refreshing to have people like supporting us from the sidelines, and then like our defense really put it together.
Thanks. Our varsity boys lacrosse season is officially underway following a tough loss to Granville on Tuesday. It was a hard-fought game and the score going back and forth, but unfortunately it ended a 10-9 loss. Tyler Brochar had 7 goals on the night, and Cole Gervais and Jake Brawford both had 1. Good luck to the team tonight as they face off against Hilliard Derby. Sports are a crucial part of our school, and it brings people together while staying in shape. However, a part of sports is also dealing with injuries. But thankfully, we have some amazing athletic trainers here at Gahanna, and luckily our very own Allison Shepard has visited them a couple times over the years, and she's very appreciative of the work they do. So she decided to do a story on them. Here's Allison.
Athletic trainers are super important because they keep athletes safe and healthy. They provide immediate care for injuries and help with injury prevention and create rehab programs so that athletes can stay healthy.
Athletic trainers, they come to every game and, they're always there for like when we need them. Every sport's going to have some type of injury. This year I had a couple of injuries and every time I needed it, they were there for me.
I really appreciate the athletic trainers here at Gahanna. During the hockey season, I cut my arm open during practice. Rachel was luckily there that day and she wrapped me up when I was on the bench.
Seeing an athlete return to full participation after a long or season-ending injury, having them come back and be able to play again, it's a really fulfilling feeling and it feels really good to know that you had done a good job with them.
Building connections with athletic trainers is important because they play a crucial role in a well-being and performance in athletes. They provide valuable support and guidance.
Me personally, I think it's important to build relationships with athletic trainers because when you're injured or like something's going on in your game or practice, like you'll feel more safe knowing when you have a good connection with someone, they care about you.
Students don't want to tell you that they're injured unless you have a good relationship with them because they're not sure how they're going to be receptive.
Going to PT was helpful for me just because when I was there it just helped me get stronger and get back on the field when I was hurt, and it was a long process, but the trainers being there to help you really makes it better.
To become an athletic trainer, it takes a combination of knowledge, skill, and dedication, and a lot of school. But it's also important to be a well-rounded person. Being a detail-oriented and having good communication skills and being able to work well under pressure are very important qualities.
I got into athletic training really when I got into college. I thought I wanted to be a nurse, but I realized that I didn't necessarily like working with all of that type of patient population. I liked working with active young individuals. So that's how I found athletic training and fell in love with working at the high school level.
Key component to Gahanna Athletics is staying healthy during spontaneous injuries. Luckily, we have great athletic trainers here.
I've only met a few of the trainers, but the ones I have, they've always been, really positive on the bench, and they always keep the energy. Like when we score, they're right there to celebrate with us, and even if we're hurt and stuff like that, they always keep the energy flowing.
So if you get injured during a game or even in practice, don't be afraid to stop in at the trainers. And remember, they are here to help you. This is Allison Shepard for Lincoln Live.
Well, that's all from me. Now we're tossing it back over to Katrina and Zelina at the news desk.
Thanks, Paige. Well, Lincoln, it looks like we've made it to the end of our show.
Happy Thursday and have a great day, Lincoln. Bye.